signed Tad Dufelmeier and Jack Purchase?
No.
Really?
Signed Tad this morning.
You have. You haven't signed Jack Purchase. Will you sign Jack Purchase?
Well, I signed Jack Purchase. No idea at this stage.
Is there a chance to play this weekend?
No.
Is Tad a chance to play this weekend?
Yes.
Is he going to play this weekend?
Yes.
How big an inclusion is that for you?
Massive, Brent. Massive. On a number of fronts. I think it allows Jack Stanwicks to go back to his natural position in the 2-3 spot and rotate with obviously Cohen and Jono. So really the missing pieces for me has always been the point guard position, but Jack's done a tremendous job with Ambrose, and it'll sort of release them and really push us forward to try and get a hold of a championship.
When does he get here?
He'll play tonight in New Zealand. He's been playing major minutes with the Taipans and performing extremely well, which we all knew he would once he was given that opportunity. And I would think that there'll be several clubs trying to chase his services. He'd be a great addition in the NBL off the bench to back up a one-man, so an import. So yeah, it's exciting for the club that. And the thing is, these guys keep wanting to come back, and Tab was ringing me and consistently over the last 3 months, and we've finally got it across the line, and he'll join us tomorrow.
So has Jack a chance to come through or not?
Look, there's some convo. I think that's more around a Jack Jumpers discussion more than the Chargers at the moment. There's a lot of players wanting to come down and try and get an opportunity on the NBL stage, so we may win some things out of that, but I've got to be protective of the kids that we've got as well and make sure we're maintaining their development, which has been important to us. At the same time, we want to try and win a championship. So it's a very fine line on how much you recruit and who you bring in. And I think Tad, for me, being here, played in the New Zealand League a few games, and now he's the last couple of games in the NBL, 14, 15 points, rebounds extremely well. Probably all the stuff that we need some help.
So have you got anyone else signed up then?
No, we're in discussions with a few people, but at this stage, this will be the group moving forward, and there may be one more change later in the year, but we're not in a hurry. I think, look, we're fighting for a top 2 spot with the Thunder with this young group. I know there are a lot of NBL 1 clubs that are loading up as soon as this NBL season finishes. There's some big names coming back. I think the short break in between seasons for NBL will certainly allow a lot of these NBL guys to keep fit. They've obviously had a 50% pay cut in their season, so to earn some money over an 8-10 week period while keeping fit is a no-brainer, and you'll see a whole different league after the break.
Feel like you owe one on the Thunder from the start of the year?
Oh, I can't wait. More importantly, I know the guys are up and about at training and really feel like they owe them, and we're playing some extremely good basketball right now, and watched the Thunder Mount Gambier game, and I think with Zach coming back, because he wasn't there for the first game, Jack Stanwicks, and then you add in Tad as well, we'll be ready to go come Saturday night.
I asked Nashi before, if the Victorian thing continues on for like a few months, obviously he's got the option of playing against development, like underage men's sides. Would you consider scrimmaging against the Thunder in a build-up to like a relaunch of the second season? If that come up or so? Not
even considering that. I think for Melbourne to go into two-month lockdown, there'll be more problems than worrying about us. That would be huge. I think we'll just take it week by week. But right now, I think the flexibility with us is you've got an NBL 1 South where the Victorian teams can make up games during the week. There's no reason. They don't rely on sponsorship. They don't rely on crowds. They could be playing midweek games and making up the game. It's really the Tasmanian teams that have got to keep their head above water and make sure that we're not holding the league back. So right now it's a pretty good position. They've got the bye the next weekend, then we go back on the road. So we've still got 2 or 3 weeks before we have to worry about those sort of conversations. But I'm quietly confident that the season will go ahead.
In terms of the rematch, obviously talk about bringing some new players, but what are some of the lessons from that game that you've been imparting on your team in a few days?
Yeah, look, I think for us, bringing in a new player, it was more how do we make a push now for the championship. The guys that we've got have done a tremendous job. I just think there's probably the one spot is our weakness, and this isn't about playing the Thunder and trying to win against them. This is about a long term trying to win a championship. So Tad coming in gives us that opportunity now. We've set ourselves up really well, probably better than I expected. So right now I've got to be careful the minutes he plays, but we'll have 2 weeks on the floor with him here training, and that'll really set us up for our next road trip to Melbourne after the break.
Is he for the rest of the year?
Yep, yeah, 100%, moving here.